Hi everyone, if you get this unstoppable wish to buy something new, pure electric, and you do not want to spend any more than 7,500 euros, what choice do you have? Well, this is Geely Galaxy Starwish, and it costs exactly 7,500 euros or something like that. But what does it offer for this money? Today, I will tell you everything you need to know about this car. Very interesting car. As always, welcome to the Car Shuffle. Well, when I told you about 7,500 euros, this is the price in China after the discount. In China, well, the official price starts from 68,000 RMB, which is a little more. Well, I would say 8,500 euros, well, something like that. But with the discount, you do get 7,500 price. Well, you have some other things you have to pay, but that's not much. And you drive away this car. And this is for the entry level 310 kilometers range version. You do get other versions. We will talk about this in a minute, but the prices, yes, they start from around 7,500 euros. Of course, if you do get or will get this car in Europe or other parts of the world, the prices will change, but no matter what, the prices will be quite delicious. Now, what do you get for this money? Let's start with the versions first. Well, if we talk about the versions, you do get lots of different trims with different toys inside. But if we talk about the range, about the powertrain, the motors, you have two choices. The first one with 30 kilowatt hour battery and 310 kilometers CLTC range. And the second one with 40 kilowatt hour battery and 410 kilometers CLTC range. So these are two choices. Of course, the motors and the power output will be a little different. With the entry level 310 range, you do get 79 horsepower and 130 newton meters of torque. And the 410 kilometers range version, you get 116 horsepower and 150 newton meters of torque. Well, it might sound not that much, but the thing is, Geely, they worked really hard on weight saving. And this car weighs only 1.2 tons, a little over 1.2 tons. If you go for a bigger battery version, it is 1.28 tons. It's light, so it doesn't need a very strong motor to pull it from its place. It's actually quite, okay, I would not say fast, but it's fast enough. We will drive it in a minute. Before we talk about its suspension and some other important parts, let's get straight the naming of this car, because here in China the Chinese name is Geely Yinhe Xingyue. If we translate that, it will be Geely Galaxy Starwish, but in different places the name is a little different. The official English name is Geely EX2, and well, in South Africa you get Geely E2, and in Malaysia you do get Proton E Max 5. So it has different names. We cleared that up. Now, let me talk about the other interesting part, the mechanical part. Yes, all of the versions, they are single motor. We talked about the output, but the thing is, the motor is at the back. This car is a rear-wheel drive car. And because the motor is at the back, the suspension is really interesting. Because most of the cars in this price range, in this class, what do you get? You get McPherson in the front. It's completely independent suspension, but in the back, you do get non-independent suspension, but here in the back you get multi-link, which influence its driving capabilities or how it drives and how well sorted this car is. So front and rear suspension is completely independent with the motor at the back with rear wheel drive, which means your rear wheels only need to put the power on the pavement, on the road, and the front wheels only need to do the steering work. Perfect. Well, let's talk about its boot. And well, it's not electric, but you press the button, you do get a button, which is also a good thing. It opens itself, and then after a little push, of course, well, it's actually quite big. The size is big, and Well, the shape is really, really good. We have all of our equipment inside, 4 people together here today. And all of the equipment is here. You can put 2 big suitcases. And if you fold the second row, which you can do here by pulling these straps, you can put a fridge or a washing machine with ease. So carrying stuff is also something of a strong side of this car. But the thing is, this car is not that big. It's only 4.13 meters long, a little over than that. Yes, the boot is good, but you might think, okay, you have a big boot, maybe you do not get enough space inside. Well, let's check out. Let's talk about the design first. Well, design-wise, this car is actually quite nice. And if we talk about the materials, yes, everything is a little too plasticky with hard plastic everywhere. But the thing is, for this price, this is completely acceptable. Actually, lots of cars, even in a higher price range, they do not give you anything better than what Geely gives you for a very, very low price. But the thing is, this interior is really nice to use and really nice to sit. I will start with the seats first. Why? Yes, they are mechanically adjusted, but the thing is, the range of adjustment is really big. Up and down, forward, backward, and the backrest is also really well adjusted. And the softness and the support, it's really well sorted out. I sit here and I do not feel like I'm sitting in a cheap car. I sit in a really comfy seats, and the sitting position is really nice. The steering wheel, okay, it's really nice. It's small and it's, it feels really good in your hand. It is mechanically adjusted. It only goes up and down, and well, the range is not that big. It doesn't go backwards or forwards. You cannot pull it yourself, but they found a really nice position where you can adjust your seat, and the steering will still be in a good position for you. My height is 1.75 meters. I found really nice sitting position for myself. If we talk about the equipment in this car, well, this is the entry trim. This is the lowest trim. This is the cheapest version, and I have everything I need. Well, I do get this screen. It's 10.1 inches screen. If you pay more for a higher trim, you do get 14.6 inches screen. Well, but if we talk about the responsiveness and everything, all of the goodies inside, well, it's quite responsive, it's quite clear. You do get navigation, you do get Bluetooth, you get everything you need. Yes, the air conditioning, it's a normal air conditioning, it's not climate control, but it actually works really, really well. And the good thing is, it does get these classic air vents when you do not need to control them on the screen, and you actually do not control them that well, and they still blow right into your face and your eyes get red after driving a little while. No, it's really nice to use. Just look at it. And actually, the feeling of all of these things and the switches and everything is really, really nice. Yes, the materials are simple, but this car doesn't give you a cheap car feel. The quality is all right. Yes, the materials are not expensive. They're very, very simple. You do get a place for your phone. I have this fold in my hand and I put it perfectly inside, and it's so nice to use. I can put my phone here or some other stuff. I have 2 cup holders. I have a huge compartment here and a big enough glove box. If we talk about the toys, well, you do not get many here. But of course, if you go for a higher trim, you do get cruise control. You do get all of the other goodies and the heated seats and so on. Let's take a look at the back. If we talk about the second row in Geely Galaxy Starwish, okay, a very long name. Well, actually, it's really, really good. In China, the second row, or the back seats, they're even more important than the front seats. Why? Because in China, if you buy a car, you're not buying the car just for yourself, but you wish for your family, your friends to sit at the back. And the comfort at the back, the space at the back is just as important as the comfort for you driving this car. So this car, the wheelbase is actually not that small. It's 2.6, a little over than 2.6 meters. And this sitting position is adjusted to my sitting position. I sit really low with the backrest angle is, almost laying there. But look, I sit here perfectly fine. I had enough headroom. I have enough leg room. I have enough shoulder room. It's a nice place. But apart from having really good space at the back, these seats are soft and nice and supportive, and the angle of the backrest is so nice. You sit here, you drive a long distance, you will not complain. It's a really, really nice place. If we talk about the goodies inside here, well, you don't get any. You do not get Type-C or Type-A charging ports. You have this compartment here maybe for your phone, but the thing is you do get two isofixes, which means you can put two baby seats here, and the space is good enough for the baby seats. Now, let's drive this car. Take a look how it feels on the road. Really, Xingyan, how does it drive and how does it feel on the road? We're driving the entry level, which means this car, a single motor, only has 79 horsepower and 130 newton meters of torque. 0 to 100 it does, well, we do not have the numbers, but to be honest, it is quite, okay, I would not say fast, but it is fast enough for the city. The thing is, the weight. This is a pure electric car, and everyone is used that pure electric cars, they are heavy no matter what size it is, but Geely, well, they did a really, really good job on the weight of this car, because this car weighs only 1.2 tons, a little over. And if you go for a bigger battery version with 410 kilometers CLTC range, well, it's still less than 1.3 tons. So considering this car only weighs 1.2 tons, a little over that, 79 horsepower and 130 newton meters of torque gives it enough power. It feels like 1.5 turbo engine underneath a small hatchback. It is nice. You will not feel that this car is underpowered or it has not enough grunt to overtake a car. Well, it's enough in any condition. If we talk about the accelerator and the brakes, well, this car also has a sports mode, which I do not use. Yes, under 60 kilometers an hour, you do feel a small difference. It is a little more eager to accelerate. It is a little more responsive, but not too much. Actually, the comfort mode is already good enough, and it's already responsive enough. And it's quite natural. Yeah, it's a nice thing to drive. And after 60 kilometers an hour, and you go upwards, you do not feel any difference because, well, you do not get a lot of power. I'm quite curious how will 116 horsepower and 150 newton meters of torque will feel in this car, because even this car, the entry trim with less than 80 horsepower, feels actually quite nice. And the brakes, okay, if we talk about the brakes, the performance of the brakes, it's good enough. And the thing is, they tuned the pedal really well. Yes, maybe the travel of the pedal, the brake pedal, is a little more than what I would like, but the pressure on the pedal, well, it raises quite naturally, and you control the pedal, you control the braking performance with the pressure and the travel together. So it feels quite natural, it feels quite nice. And after you drive it for, I don't know, 100 meters, after a few breaks, you will not notice it. It just gives you enough confidence. And then is the steering wheel, which is really, really nice. We talked about the shape and the adjustment, but the thing is, the weight of the steering wheel is really, really nice. And it becomes more and more heavy the faster you go. So here it is quite natural. You do not expect a car of this price to give you, well, a really nice feel on the steering wheel, which this car does. The weight feels really nice, and then the responsiveness and how it reacts to your, well, steering. First of all, it is quite quick. I would not say it's sporty, but for a car of its price and its class, it's actually quite quick. It's quite responsive, it's quite natural, and it reacts to all of your steering inputs really, really well. Also, you have lots of feelings in the steering wheel. What angle your wheels are turned in, what kind of surface you're driving on, how much grip do you have. All of this information is there in your hands, and the thing is, all of the potholes, all of the unperfect surface does not bring any vibration to your steering wheel, which is, considering the price and the class, really, really good. And then is the suspension. This car is not heavy. Also, most of its weight is down low because this is an electric car. It has a battery in the floor, so the center of the weight is low. So you do not have to make the suspension really hard to control the body weight. You can give it enough softness, and it will control the body weight really, really well, which it does. So yes, if you drive really fast and in the corners, you will have some body roll. But in the city, in the speeds under 80 kilometers an hour, which this car will drive mostly at, it's actually quite nice. And it filters all of the potholes and all of the unperfect surface really, really well. And because you do get McPherson in the front and you do get multi-link at the back in this class, in this price range, it feels quite taut, it feels quite grown up. This is a really nice car to drive and it behaves so well. Geely, they spent a lot of time tuning this chassis and they did a really, really good job. And if we talk about, well, the sound comfort of this car, well, how much sound you do get inside when you drive, well, yes, you do get some road noise, the tire noise, you do get a little wind noise, but considering the price and the class, it's actually completely acceptable. It is nice, and if you do listen to the music while you drive or listen to anything, you will not notice anything. It's not too loud. Altogether, this is a very well sorted car, and I mean that without considering the price. Even with the cars that are in a higher class and are more expensive, well, this feels good enough, which I think is a very, very high praise to it. So Geely, well done, a good job, really, really good job. I'm driving this car for a few days now, and after getting to know this car really, really well, I would say this way: this is one of the best cars of this segment, of this price here in China. Why? Because inside it's really nice, the space is good, well, the price is good, the looks, okay, the looks for girls, maybe it's perfectly fine. Lots of girls, they drive this car here in China. And the thing is, this car is one of the top sells, not in this segment, not in this price range, but in all of the cars sold in China, this is one of the top sales, or the number is one of the highest in China. They sell them a lot here. And I know why, because this car is really, really good. Yes, most of the people who buy them are girls because of the looks. It's cute, it's actually good looking. This car, it drives really, really well. And Geely, they spent a lot of time tuning this chassis, and they put the motor at the back. This way they could give the independent suspension at the back, and it drives not just like a small car. It's quick enough, it's light enough, it's responsive enough, it handles well. It's really, really good. Yes, in China, the prices are really good for this car, but if this car enters your market, the prices also will be really, really attractive. This is what Chinese car makers now do. They give you a lot of really nice goodies, a very well sorted car for not that much money, or for a lot more money than in China, but still a lot less what you get for other brands in your area. So here you go. Geely Galaxy Starwish, or Geely EX2. Well, lots of names in different places. My name is Amin, and as always, welcome to Car Shifu. Oh yes, please hit that bell and subscribe. This way, you can help us to develop our YouTube channel and bring you more interesting cars from China. See you next time.